to the no, no, no.
Live from Tripod Studios in Nashville, Tennessee.
To the no, no.
It's El Naw with your host, El Graves.
To the no, no. Yeah, to the no, no.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to El Naw. I'm El Graves, and this is the show where every week we're going to cover the biggest stories in sports from the East Coast to the West Coast, and right here, the third coast, of course, Nashville, Tennessee. Before we get started, of course, make sure you go and like the show on YouTube and on Facebook. Of course, follow us on the gram. Of course, you got to do it for the gram. Get on the Twitter for, the people who don't know what I'm talking about there. And, of course, Farmers Only. We're still on there.
We out here.
We out here. We plowing. I mean, not plowing. Sowing those royal oats. I guess that's.
I like that.
Shout out to Eddie Murphy. But hey, we got a big show today. I'm kind of excited. It's got a lot of dope stuff going on in sports this week.
Big week.
I mean, of course, but really, the cool phrase I think that correlates to what's going on in sports is the dope phrase "new team who dis." So try to plug that in as much as we can to make it at least sound kind of cool.
I love it.
My nieces think I'm dope. I think I'm dope though. I mean, I am dope, but that's we'll get away from
the show.
The topic of my dopeness. But hey, let's run through it because first up we got Drink Local starting off. First off, we're definitely going to be talking about the Titans because they're a whole new team this year. Of course, we got new players, new coaches, new jerseys coming up next week. And I got to throw who dis in there because I said new team, who dis. So.
New team, who dis, new jerseys, who dis.
They're going to be wondering who this is.
They are.
But hey, look, I digress. We keep moving. Also, who is this Preds team that has clinched the playoffs? I mean,
clinching the playoffs already, man.
Clinched the playoffs. They call them the X-Predators, I guess, because, that's when you put the X before your name. X-Predators.
What's that?
Because, just when you clinch the playoffs first, they put the X and the little dash beside the team name.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
It's lame.
It's great. No, it works.
It's pretty cool.
It's better than the hashtag Nashville sexual predators.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Gosh.
Especially with the Me Too movement. People are still posting as like using that hashtag. I'm like, you love the team? Drop the brand. Drop that. It's good for the brand.
It's good for the brand.
Not sexual predators. It's good for the brand if you drop that shit.
Yeah, exactly. What's good for the brand is good for the gander.
Absolutely. Is that true?
I think so.
I love that.
Hey, let's keep going because the Grizzlies hope to be a new team next year by being last in the NBA, I guess. So, hey, we'll take a look at some of the positives to build off that, since they are last, and hopefully they'll be a new team next year, and we'll say who is this Grizzlies team, like we're saying Preds team, because hey, we're excited.
Right.
We're still looking forward. And also University of Memphis Tigers got a shout out because we got old school baller signing with them to be the new coach. I don't know if you know this dude Anthony Hardaway. He was pretty lit throughout his career in the NBA. Pretty lit as a head coach as well. So we'll definitely give him a shout out to him. And also, sadly, we got a loss in the tournament.
Oh, Michigan State.
Michigan State. Shout out to the fam.
No,
that was a huge upset.
That was terrible.
It's nothing but upsets. I feel like that's nothing. I mean, if you had a bracket, it's probably exploded right now.
Oh, yeah, everyone's bracket's done.
Because good lordy, it's an implosion of brackets.
It was a rough week.
I mean, Vols, come on, and hey, they played a great game though.
Yeah,
great game. We definitely gonna touch on that because March Madness. Oh yeah. Who dis? Or new team. I don't know. I just had to throw it back in there to,
New bracket, who dis?
New bracket, who dis? And of course, we're going to jump into coast to coast today. We're definitely going to be talking about some NFL free agency, NBA playoff hopefuls, people we're not that's not on the big names. Of course, there aren't the Warriors or the Cavs, and of course we're going to touch on some more March Madness stuff as well. And lastly, we're going to introduce a new special segment into the show where I think we could definitely dig into some cool topics. Maybe educate some people on some stuff they haven't even thought of or don't know about yet. Yeah. And we'll call it Elementary.
Elementary.
I did there because the L in my name, and then
I want to play the recess song.
Oh crap! That makes me want to do work.
Yeah.
Like if I was cleaning, that would inspire me to clean even.
Just play it on loop. What if I want to see someone drop a single where they just trap the shit out of that.
I'm surprised no one has already.
Oh, I bet we could find one.
We're gonna do it.
I bet we could find one.
We're gonna do it. That should be the back music to It's Elementary.
I love that.
See, and the show grows.
See,
live right before your eyes
every week.
Take this journey with us, because if you're not,
now I will make up a little producer's note for the listeners, because this episode will hopefully end up on.
Yeah.
Actually, finally, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Soon.
Yeah, it will be.
It will be.
It will be.
We normally do video, but unfortunately, due to technical issues, we're not going to be having a camera this week.
Hey, but we make it work, though.
We're going to make it work.
We get it going.
Absolutely.
Hey, no matter what. Hey, you listen to this while you're driving, while you're chilling, and that's what we want to do, too. We want to fill up your empty time with just random sports talk and entertainment. So, hey, we'll keep it going. So let's get started. I mean, hey, I'm gonna jump it off because I gotta play this intro music that I'm gonna try every time now. Because we're gonna jump to these Titans. Yeah. It's sexy because you gotta tighten up, and I'm so excited because I mean, hey, because first of all, to start this Titan segment here of Drink Local,
right?
I gotta start off by apologizing to John Robinson.
Really?
Yeah, I was kind of hasty.
A little bit hasty. A couple.
Kind of hasty.
Now tell the people why you were a little bit hasty.
Because in our last episode, I definitely jumped on him. You know, we lost Jarvis Landry to the Browns. You know, the wheels we needed to fix the streets.
So what you're saying is that the NFL lost Jarvis Landry to the.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, he's fallen into a black hole. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that on the Browns. Hopefully, if we talk negative about them, they're gonna be great. So we'll just keep doing that. But
eventually, yeah.
Jarvis Landry won't be the mayor of Nashville now.
Still looking for one.
But hey, on the upside though, I put my foot in my mouth last episode because as soon as we ended that episode,
we pressed stop on the recording.
Stop. I picked up the phone. Cameron Butler was just signed to the Titans. 4-year deal. Just making the secondary just beastly now. I mean, if you don't know who Cameron Butler is, if you've been under a rock for the last couple of years, he was the one who upset the Seahawks Super Bowl. When you're thinking, you got beast mode back there. Why don't you rush the ball? For the 2 yards. Right. Let's not throw it. Cameron Butler catches that interception and pretty much vaults himself into stardom fame. Right. That's his rookie year. Like, come on, the dude. Since then, 2 Super Bowls. All pro status. The man is a beast. I mean, yes, some people had some crap to say about him being put out of the Super Bowl, but I mean, he was crying on the sidelines. And I don't know, if you're a football player and you cry, I feel like you're.
You have CTE? Oh, you're what?
CTE.
You cry, my head hurts. Get back in the game, motherfucker.
But hey, that emotion is what I want.
Yeah.
Sometimes that CTE emotion, it gets in you.
Oh yeah.
Brings that rage forward. Hey, because also, if you didn't know, Deion Lewis also signed.
Oh shit.
We got a running back. So I mean, hey, he cried in his acceptance speech.
Good
acceptance speech. It's not, he didn't win a Grammy or anything. I guess he won a contract. So yeah. Hey, we'll call it acceptance speech. But he cried. I mean, just because he appreciated the hard work. We appreciate
to go
him.
Eat at all the nice eateries we have in 12 South.
Good Lord,
like every other white girl.
Like Nashville is 100%. No, I won't say 100%. 90% restaurants.
Yeah,
and 10% other establishments. So. Hopefully he doesn't gain too much weight.
Germantown is mostly chicken restaurants.
It's mostly chicken restaurants now.
Churches and a Popeyes and a KFC literally around the corner, like across the street from each other, 2 streets over. I mean, it is.
And cupcakes.
Gigi's. Shout out to Gigi's.
Shout out to Gigi's. We take free cupcakes if you want us to, just eat them right here on the show.
That'd be sick if we were sponsored by Gigi's.
Oh my God, that would be sick. I would be sick if we were sponsored by Gigi's. Because hopefully they would give us a whole trough of cupcakes to eat.
I like that in your imagination. When you get a sponsorship, they send you like a trough full of confections.
Why not?
That's why. Just
I think that would be cool.
Just eat it on all fours.
Oh yeah, I would. If Gigi's wanted me to.
Yeah,
I would. I would. Oh, actually, shout out to Gigi's because Brian Arakpo has his own Gigi's cupcakes in Bee Cave, Texas, I believe.
Bee Cave, Texas.
Bee Cave, Texas.
That sounds like a place I don't want to go. It's dark and I don't want to get stung.
It doesn't sound fun because it's Bee Cave. But I mean, there's a Gigi's there. He knows how to make the cupcakes apparently.
Absolutely. Really?
I mean, it's a local joint, but he took them there, opened one up. Apparently, it's super successful. I mean, it's super successful here. So why wouldn't it be there? I mean, they're delicious. I mean, hey. and he did a little shout out video on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube, check him out. He's doing a little shout out, getting excited for the season, uniforms and everything. So hey, definitely check him out because B Cave, GG's on the move.
Yeah. It's outside of Austin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not here. Not here at all.
I figured, like B Cave was like somewhere like in not like north of Bandera, South Texas, where there's more white people than anybody. If you have any melanin in your skin, you are gonna get deported. That is South Texas is a strange place. I got friends' family that lives out there, and it's a different world.
Man, it is. Like, if it's anything like Tucson, which is so close to the border, I mean, it's nuts out there. But anyway, I digress. But hey, GG's, like we were saying, Germantown, Deion Lewis, he's gonna love it here. I mean, we're gonna love him. Hopefully, we get a little old school feel of the Thunder and Lightning back. Oh, because I feel like we got it. We got our scat back. We got our power running back. And you see what happens when you have that combination and they go to the Super Bowl. I mean, apparently one of them rushes for a rushing touchdown and your quarterback catches a touchdown. And who better than to catch one than Marcus? I mean, shout out to Marcus. I'm wearing my Marcus T-shirt. Exactly. I mean, hey, we're on the up and up. I mean, new coaches, new great free agency.
We needed it, man.
We did. I mean, because I feel like we're in the right spot, and you just need that little free agent kick.
Especially considering where the league's going. I think considering the fact that you've got you're starting to lose the dynasty players. Like the fact that the Mannings are kind of less relevant now. I mean, I could not wait until Eli was gone.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Peyton.
Yeah.
But then I was like, the next thing I was saying was like, I couldn't wait till Eli is gone because I can't wait to get that narrative out. I want that old narrative out. I like Tom Brady. I do. I genuinely, I like him. I think he's a great player. But I mean, Patriots are like the Spurs.
It's getting old.
It's like watching fundamentals. It's kind of a boring game.
Yeah, you're starting to watch them kind of implode on themselves as well. Like that whole Kraft, Belichick, Tom Brady, all kind of.
People are just looking for reasons to tear them down, so they're using back office. I mean,
true.
It came down to the trainer, the fact that certain players were training at a gym.
Yeah, Tom Brady's trainer.
Yeah,
his TB12 dude or something like that. I don't know.
He wanted Tom was like saying he wanted other players to train over at the gym that would just I think it wasn't across the street from the Patriots training facility.
Yeah.
And like it's super Christian too. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, something like that too.
Yeah.
He wants like full access to be like on the field with Tom and like his guru or something like that. It's really weird.
Shit, you gotta have an entourage.
Hey, I hope they're not oil wrestling or something like that.
I mean, if they were, it would make for an excellent story to talk about on a future episode.
Hey, we'll never go bring it up. Definitely, Tom, if you want to drop that knowledge on us, please.
So who else were we drafting?
I mean, hey, also, because in other free agency, if you didn't know, Ndamukong Kung Su, free agent hired gun, was here on Saturday night. Got here late, had a nice little dinner. He said went really well. I mean, hey, we dropped Carl Klug and Sylvester Williams, so to make room for this guy. So literally dropped them.
And everyone they just better watch out. Watch your helmets. I every time I think of Stu, the first thing that comes to mind.
Watch your helmets.
Every time I just think about him when he was in the playoffs with the Lions, stomping dude's helmet.
Stomping dude's helmet, right?
That year I was a legit Lions fan. Yes. I mean, it was great. Like Megatron, Stafford had a good year, and it was great. And then Sue was just a fucking beast. And then he's still amazing. The whole team started to implode near the.
Yeah, I mean Detroit. It's like they get a good thing going and they kind of kill it themselves. I feel like.
Yeah, Lions.
And it kind of sucks.
I mean, I hope the Pistons rebuild soon, but we'll talk about that later. But
yeah, definitely. But I mean, hey, he's still a hired gun. I mean, he still takes us to the Pro Bowl, got like 15 sacks, like killing it. And I mean, hey, if he comes here, that'll add extra pressure up front with Casey. And then that's going to also kill it with our secondary we just built up. We got Kevin Byard, who just went to a Pro Bowl. We got Adoree, who's one of the top-rated corners in the league now. We got that little battle that's going to happen between him and Logan for probably the number 2. And I think Adoree's going to.
So we got all these skills, and we have all these players that are absolutely equipped to do the job that they're going to do. Yeah. Do you think that the coaching, there's going to be enough cohesion between all of them in order to create a good team? Because it's all about team culture.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing about bringing up really just like cleaning house and like restaffing.
Hell yeah,
it comes down to the fact that like where is Mariota going to be able to be the leader that they need?
Yeah, I think so. Just because was it this last week he had all the wide receivers out in California, rented a sick ass house in LA, and they just ran routes and practice.
Great.
Him, I think it was Corey Davis, Tajay Sharp is going to be back. Yeah,
that's what we need. You need intramural games.
Yeah,
you need
like that's gonna be lit. Yo, he got all
trust
the dope
falls and
receivers.
shit. Yeah.
Trust fall. How'd you hurt your head? Trust fall.
Trust fall. You got CTE? You didn't play a minute last year. Yeah, it was trust fall.
Trust fall.
Trust fall.
Off-season trust fall.
Oh, shit.
But that's dope though, because I like it. It's like you said, just building that culture. I mean,
absolutely.
You got Vrabel who came in. He said, "I want people competing for spots," and it's like that's what I feel like we're going to have. Like we got Logan Ryan and Adoree and Cameron Butler now, who are all going to be up front, going hard to be the number one and number two. And then every week they're going to be competing to just show that they're the best now.
Yeah.
And Cameron Butler, I just like how he competes every week. So he's going to pull that out of everybody. He's won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
We got pedigree on the team now.
Hell yeah. I'm really excited now.
Oh, dude. Like,
the more every week we do the show and we talk, and I get more excited every single time.
Dude, yeah. So we got this draft coming up, so that's gonna be lit too.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited. So we got probably gonna be looking next week at the linebackers, O-line. We'll probably look at a backup quarterback too, because they dumped Matt Castle like a hot bag of rocks. So definitely gonna be looking at that next week. Probably who they'll probably touch on, So but hey, we'll look into that next week some more.
I love that.
So hey, let's move on. I mean, we're still in the Drink Local segment. Got to talk about the Preds. I mean, hey, we do need a tiger noise.
Yeah.
We're next week, embedded tiger noises for all the just random all kinds of crap.
For everyone.
So if you got nothing else to look forward to next week, more tiger noises.
More tiger noises. I love that.
More tiger. But I mean, hey, it's kind of hard to think up stuff to talk about the Preds when they're just whooping everybody's ass.
The fact that we clinched in the playoffs already.
Dude, clinched the playoffs.
Beating the Sabres yesterday 4-0.
Good. Just beat down.
When do the playoffs start? Next month?
I feel like we got March left.
It's the same time as NBA, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's like so. Yeah, if you need to find me after 6 o'clock weekdays, you will not find me. I will be watching playoffs hockey and basketball because it's going to be nonstop. Well, actually, no, I'll be watching playoff hockey because Grizzlies aren't in the playoffs.
No shit.
Yeah. Definitely not in the playoffs. We're going to touch on that here in a second, but definitely won't be watching them. So definitely will be watching playoff hockey. I got some time. I'll watch somebody else too.
Absolutely.
Maybe not the Preds, but
Bruins are killing it right now.
They are.
The Bruins are doing really well.
They are. They don't want none of this though.
No, they don't.
They don't want none of
They're
this.
a strong team, and Tampa Bay's, there. Tampa Bay,
they're there.
They're showing. They're showing up.
They're pretty good. Yeah. I feel like we're going to end up playing the Blues again in the playoffs. And
I hope so. You know why?
Just fights.
Exactly.
Just fights.
I want that so bad.
We'll just beat their brains in because I really don't like them.
No, neither do I. But I do like the way they play. Their play style.
Yeah, I like the way they play. Like when they're not playing us, and I'm just watching them. I'm like, okay, they look good. Because every time they play us, it's just straight up malarkey. Shout out to Mike, wherever you are in football land. But just straight up malarkey.
Right.
Yeah, we got to bring that back. I feel like we get a soundbite of him saying his name. That'd be dope.
Malarkey.
Just malarkey.
He's a fun dude.
He will always be historic. Still love for malarkey. 9-7 brought us out of the darkness. But hey, we're pushing on. We're moving forward into the world. Preds playoffs.
Hell yeah.
I mean, hey, home ice. Whoever plays us in the playoffs, you got problems because Nashville
gonna be loud, man.
Yes, you don't want to
be loud. It's gonna be live.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
I can't wait.
The city's gonna shut down. Definitely get out there and support us because if you don't, I don't know what you're doing because you're not dope.
If you're not paying attention to the Preds, even if you're not a hockey fan, if you're not paying attention to the Preds, you just don't like to have fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's just Nashville now. We got a lot of dope teams going on. So all year round, you got sports here.
Yeah,
and you got something to turn up, something to do, something to get interested in. A lot of people don't follow the Sounds hardcore, but they're out there supporting.
Yeah,
we're definitely getting drunk at those games. So shout out to the Sounds for keeping us lively during those low seasons.
We need them.
We need them.
You know what they got to do is get rid of Bandbox. Bandbox, that shit. It feels like some bourgeoisie bullshit.
Man,
it's like separating the upper class from the lower class, and it's just not as fun.
It doesn't.
You got to sit in the stands. Your butt's got to hurt. You got to keep score.
Yeah.
You got to eat just mad big sunflower seeds. Which, by the way, at Greer, didn't they have a David's contract? They had a contract with David Sunflower Seeds, but now they got Biggs. Get out of here.
Yeah.
No, I want mine.
Who is Biggs?
Not great.
Hey, when I was getting hit by curveballs back in 6th grade, I was chewing some Davids.
Yep.
I was spitting out Davids as I got hit with those curveballs.
The OGs.
Okay. OGs. Like, didn't even know I was eating them. I saw everybody else do it. Got a habit of it.
The O-seeds.
The O-seeds.
I love that.
Regular. Don't mess with the O-seeds. But hey, we're going to keep going because, hey, Preds, when you're kicking ass, it's kind of hard to think of dope topics. So we're just going to keep going. Let's jump on these Grizz right quick because they're not doing it too big right now. I mean, I'll play a little music to intro them in right quick, you know.
I want my money, Lucius.
You know, hey, put your hands on the steering wheel because we control our future. Shout out to Terrence Howard because he definitely did his best in that movie to portray, I guess, a Southern Memphis accent.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
He sounded like a Martian, but I mean, hey, shout out
He
to
had marshmallows in his mouth. Is what he sounded like.
He did have marshmallows.
He sounded like a doofus.
He did sound
He sounded like a doofus. Yeah.
But I mean, hey, shout out to him though. He still kills it. I mean, you're the man. But hey, I digress. Grizz Hams though, they shout out to them because they ended their 19 game losing streak, which is one of the hugest streaks of the season. But then also got it back going right after that with a loss to the Nets. So I mean, hey, I got to bring in the horn for him because it was pretty terrible. That's pretty sad. I mean,
It's terrible.
It's okay though because they're keeping their flawless tank performance alive. I mean, you got to keep the tank going if you want to get a dope dude.
Well, you got to throw off Adam Silver just a little bit to show that you're not completely tanking.
Exactly. You got to win one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to win one.
You got to win one. Everybody has their day.
Got to win one.
Every Grizzly has his day.
Or you will get fined because he likes to fine people.
Yeah, he does.
He likes to drop that hot fine on you.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. He looks like an alien.
He looks like an alien.
My buddy Matt looks like Adam Silver. If you would, like with hair, he looks like skinny ass neck, big old head, big teeth. Just when he wears glasses, looks like an old Jewish woman.
Oh crap, he kind of does.
Yeah.
Shout out to Adam Silver though. I mean, hot fines coming at you. Hot fine takes. But, I mean, hey, it is a hot dumpster fire when you're losing, and I mean, like you said, you gotta. That's why it's a flawless.
It's very on brand for Memphis, though.
Like what? It's like, but hey, they're keeping it going, and I mean, hey, with that, it's making me look forward to the draft. You know, with March Madness going all crazy right now. I mean, so a lot of different mock drafts are coming out right now. So I want to definitely drop some names because we started talking about it last episode about, me loving Michael Porter Jr. because he's going to be the truth. But also some other names they dropped out there. DeAndre Ayton from Arizona. I mean, I don't know if you saw him. He's a beast. Yeah. He probably got paid to play for Arizona as well.
Oh, there is no doubt. There is a huge thing going on right now with Arizona.
Yeah, Sean Miller, got him on tape.
Didn't Shaquille O'Neal's son just drop
Shaq? Too? Yeah. How do you? How
left the team?
Yeah, left the team. He plays for UCLA.
Yeah.
What is Shaq's son? Why does he need money though?
I don't think it's that he needs money. I think it's the pedigree of getting through there. Like if you play, it's the same thing with Patino.
Okay,
and go to Louisville.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna go there, and they have the hottest, like the prospects. He's got the best network, and then you can take that NCAA. You go to you go to Nick Saban. The reason that all these that they have the best draft every year, and they sign they sign the best players. But but they recruit the best players is because they have the program that's just a factory for the NFL, and so that's why you see, even though this last year. There's no way that Alabama deserved to be in the. I mean, they won. There's no reason they deserved to be in the championship. They still were there because that's where the NFL wants to look. Yeah. They want to showcase these players and see can they play in these hot contested or highly contested games, these high pressure situations, and watching them actually flourish. And so that's the same with Arizona. But that's the thing with basketball. I think the difference is with March Madness, you really never know where they're going to end up because, like we said, there's upsets all week.
Upsets because you got these teams that's based all around one player. So it's like when that one player, or like you got Shaq, who's his son, who is him and DeAndre Ayton. When one of them is out, it throws off the other guys. So it kind of pulls down the team. I mean, Sean Mills a pretty good coach, but I hate it when you build it around that one guy because, like you just said, and when it comes to March Madness, that pretty much destroys
now, was
the
Duke
team.
doing that with Grayson Allen?
Grizz now he's okay because like that's another player I was going to bring up.
Okay.
Marvin Bagley.
Yeah.
And it's Duke. I mean, you got Krasinski, who's a great coach.
Dude, class act.
Like
he's a class. Nothing had better ever come out about him.
Yeah, because that's what I like when guys at least play for him in that 1 year, because that means it kind of says something about you too.
Yeah.
Because if you take that 1 year to go play for him, you're really learning.
That's how I feel about the same thing about the Spurs. I feel the same thing, and I mean I call Coach K the Popovic of the NCAA. Yeah. They're just class act, and I mean Tom Izzo's up there too, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like Tom Izzo. I like how he speaks up for his guys. He loves his players.
All ESPN was coming for now.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting on myself. I'm getting a little biased here. I'm sorry.
no, that's why we're here.
Yeah, it's just like the idea that like after the gymnastics scandal, which by the way, that whole Larry Nassar thing happened like a couple blocks away from my house.
Wow.
Yeah. Like
dude, that's creepy.
His office was on Hagedorn and on Michigan State's campus, and he had another office where he did like all different examinations, but he did them like literally around the corner from my house. But the fact is, like ESPN was trying to take down the entire university, and everyone came behind him because Mark D'Antonio is the best coach in NCAA football in terms of just speaking up for himself. And I think it's because he's tied to Tom Izzo, who is a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah,
incredible. Yeah. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's already in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's nuts. Because I like how he speaks up for they came at him so hard too,
and it got swatted. Thank God for the news cycle dying out.
Just news switching up. It was crazy. It's crazy because I mean they got the person they really wanted, and like you said, ESPN was definitely digging for some more. They're trying to get in there and get somebody else, but luckily he just stood his ground and stayed by his guys because that's something I think they needed to see too. I mean, they did get upset. We'll talk about that later. But I mean, hey, they still had a great season. A lot of hardcore wins, and hey, shout out to them. But also, since we're talking about winning and losing, also Michael Porter Jr. played this weekend here in Nashville. Shout out to him. They lost as well. They were upset. But hey, he, like I said last time, just as long as he had a good outing. The dude had a dub, 16 points, 10 rebounds, still killed it. I mean, they still see him as being one of our top prospects. So, I mean, those are three big names that I think will really help out the Grizz.
Yeah.
I mean, come and make them not just out of, be great off top, because I feel like we still need a great coach.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
like we still need a great coach.
Yeah, you need someone that you can rally the troops to get behind. Yeah, because the Grizzlies have notoriously been a good playoff team.
Yeah.
So like the fact that they're in this slump is a little disheartening. Plus, but does it really matter considering the state that the West is in?
Gosh, the West is so crazy right now. But I'm kind of excited for the West too.
I think that Houston has a chance to take the Warriors. I think I'm starting to see it. And as injured as they are right now, it's nuts. I think they have a chance.
Yeah.
I think they do, and would be excited to see it happen.
Yeah, I'm so excited because they're full of injuries. Like their whole starting five is not even playing right now. But Houston just is swagged out, playing good ball. Harden is amazing. Chris Paul amazing. And they just keep winning. They lose a game and then go on another streak right after.
Right.
That. I mean, that's gonna be probably the series, or just probably West Conference Finals we all want.
Yeah.
They're going to give it to us. Do it, NBA.
And then
Silver, you hear us, do it.
So who's coming from the East?
Oh,
Can we talk about it?
I mean, hey, that's what I want to get into on our coast to coast.
I love that.
We're going to tie that because, like, I'm like, we always talk about the people at the top. I want to talk about the people at the bottom, just fighting for that 8th seed, because those are the people that always, make the good games,
absolutely,
the upsets. Because that's going to be good. I'm excited for the, I like playoffs. Yeah. I feel like everybody does. Man,
that's the thing, and that's my, and it's not a hot take at all. But when it comes down to sports, man, it's just. Give me playoffs. Give me a month before playoffs, and I'll start paying attention.
Yeah, give me to the playoffs.
There's nothing more boring than regular season stats. Nothing more boring. That's why NFL. Like I could watch whatever. I'm gonna watch a game. Like great, cool, great catch. Yeah. Rate of play kind of sucks now, but come playoffs, now it starts to matter.
Exactly. And I like with NFL. It's a little bit different because you got one game a week. You can kind of set your schedule to it. NBA. It's 82 games.
Yeah, it's a
hockey 82. That's like Oh, that's a lot.
But it's the best.
But it's the best, though. When you get to the playoffs, though.
Because it's high energy all the time. So
then it's high energy.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah, you're like, I've been fighting, I'm bruised, I'm beaten up, and it's to get me right here.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, we're going to keep on moving because, I mean, I'm excited for the playoffs. Not for the Grizz anyway, because they're not going to be in it. But, I mean, I'm excited for them nonetheless. I mean, and like I said, we're definitely going to tie that back, talk about some more, bottom of the seeds, because I think that's going to be really lit.
Yeah.
The people fighting in the West for that bottom, too, because that's a lot of people with close, like, wins and loss columns there. So we'll definitely touch on that here in a second. But I definitely want to touch back on the Vols. They did lose. Kind of sucked. Price is Right horn.
Are you a UT fan? Like, legit?
I had to play that.
There it is. I feel it. I feel it.
But I am. I'm like old school. I mean, Pat Summitt got me into Vols basketball again.
Of course you did.
Because she was amazing. I mean, you can't, like, just watching her during the games was crazy. Mm-hmm. So, like, they haven't really been back. They haven't really been big since Bruce Pearl left. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of been up and down with me in Tennessee basketball. Of course, Tennessee football. I mean, I grew up in Tennessee, so of course
you gotta give a shit about.
I got to.
I grew up in Michigan, so I'm a transplant. So I don't have like the UT love and like the UK love. I don't see it at all. And like that. And so when it comes down to like, I do like but I like Big Ten football better. I like it just better. I feel like it's just,
it's high octane. It's like more energy. I feel like
it's less energy. I feel like it's more methodical. Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Yeah,
it's kind of like watching golf.
You got more systematic football there. You got like the running games that are real hardcore. People running game because they got like Le'Veon Bell come from Michigan State where you ran the ball.
It's my boy. I just like the rate of play and like when everything is deliberate and specific. I feel like it's like watching. The difference between watching the difference between your Pac-12 and your SEC versus your Big Ten would be your it's just bombastic versus fundamental. Yeah, and I kind of like to watch the fundamental. I like to watch the slower play where it makes sense. But then you're watching Alabama fucking just all like just
that is SEC.
And then,
SEC baby.
See that, but I can't get into it. I think it's because it's the pride and it's everything. I feel like it's a little more classy up there. I think that's what it is. It's not as it's not as NASCAR.
You're definitely right there. I mean, you come down here, you're gonna have you have to turn up. You're gonna have drunk people. Somebody's falling on top of somebody. Up north, you're gonna have more class, more reserved.
Until you get to the NFL, and then you have the Bills Mafia, and then it's a completely different story.
Then it's all out. It's all out the window.
Exactly.
Then you go to Detroit, and it's Turn Up City.
Oh.
Turn Up City.
Because they got a lot of urban gardens now, a lot of turnips.
A lot of turnips.
Hipsters moving to Detroit.
There is. Yeah. We had a lot of friends who started moving back up to Detroit that moved down here because they're like, hey, Detroit's popping now. I'm like, oh, shit.
A lot of people really like it now.
Hey, I guess I got to visit and go back up there and see the fam and
do it.
Probably go see the Tigers or something play this summer. That'd be lit.
It's dude, Comerica Park is beautiful.
It is.
It is gorgeous.
It is. Like just from the pictures I've seen, but I've never been there.
Oh, it's a great stadium.
Yeah.
It's great.
I got to check that out.
Oh, yeah.
We should do like a special show from there.
Oh, yeah. We got the budget. We got
all the money in the world.
We got the time. That Gigi's money, baby.
Oh, Gigi's. Yeah. Shout out to Gigi's again. Hey, like I said, hit us up with that trough of cupcakes. But yeah, the Vols. Yeah, that's where the Vols, number 3 seed, losing to Loyola Chicago.
Who?
Loyola Chicago? I mean, hey, but apparently they're nothing but upsets right now. They beat Miami first round, like buzzer beater 3. They beat us by 1, 63-62. I mean, they got this the 98-year-old chaplain, I think Sister Jean.
Tell me more about her. I need to know more about this.
Because apparently Sister Jean is like doing like scouting, like breakdowns for the team, and like apparently she is like one of the up and coming like brains on college basketball.
Up and coming at 98 years old.
I mean, hey, she's definitely been there since the beginning of basketball. She's seen everybody play basketball.
No shit.
But
she saw Wilt Chamberlain set the point record for one game.
Exactly.
She's old enough.
She officiated that game. But I mean, hey, I mean, that's that March Madness for you. Like you said. I mean, just team basketball, winning over and over again. But also, speaking of her in scouting, she picked them for these last 2 games, but the next round she has them losing. So,
okay,
I guess she's even scouting against her own team. I mean, hey, if they lose, I mean, hopefully they win. So they upset.
Are we gonna get a Pete Rose situation?
That's what I'm saying. Is she betting against him?
She's Pete Rosary.
Sister Jean, aka Pete Rose.
Sister Jean, she got a real bad gambling habit because she's in a habit.
That's how she's still alive. She lives off gambling.
Yeah, she does.
Good. But I mean, hey, if she's, shout out to her, because I mean, we had Admiral Schofield on our team, and that couldn't. I mean, with a name like that, they didn't even help us win. So. Shout out to Sister Jean. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, girl, because, Loyola, shout out to you. You still beat us. But, hey, I mean, still to keep it going, like I said, I'm a Tennessee fan. I'm also a Memphis Tigers fan.
That's why I was asking. When I was like, you UT fan, I feel like you got to be a Tigers fan.
I mean, yeah, because I'm old school back when it was still Memphis State, which is weird because it's not Memphis isn't the state, but it's Memphis State. Yeah. I guess that's why they changed it to University of Memphis. But the cool thing is, we introduced the new head coach, Anthony Penny Hardaway, as the new head coach. Sorry, Tubby Smith, with a weird name like Tubby. You had to go, I guess. But Anthony Hardaway, shout out to Chris Rock for Little Penny. Hey, that would be dope if Little Penny was his assistant coach.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be dope.
That'd be real fun.
That would be dope if Little Penny came to the game.
I mean, it'd be dope if he just changed his name from Anthony.
It's not a lot of Anthony's.
Have you ever seen Mean Girls?
Yes.
You know that opening line where like, oh yeah, I had a daughter, or no, my sister has a son named that his name's Anthony, and he hates it when I call him Anthony, almost as much as I hate my sister for naming him Anthony. It's one of my favorite lines in any movie.
I think they said, what was it, when he was born, his dad's name is Anthony, and he was like, what do you want to name your son? And he was like, Anthony. Did you say Anthony? Yeah, Anthony.
Yeah.
And then from then on, he's Anthony. I could be wrong. That's something for Wikipedia.
Yeah.
You might want to wiki that, people out there. Don't wiki it, actually. I want to make sure. I want to sound like I'm right. So, Anthony, or Penny, because his grandma said he was as cute as a penny. Oh, shout out to his grandma. Because, grandmas are dope. And most basketball greats got a great grandma. They say shit about their parents, but usually their grandma is G. So shout out to his grandma for dropping marketing genius on him.
How crazy is it that Penny Hardaway is just legit going to coach?
I think it's super crazy.
That's going to be fun.
It's awesome. He's already coaching like three top prospects in the nation,
right?
In his high school.
That's why it's going to be great.
Yeah, like he is. I mean, he is Memphis. I mean, his number is like one numbers that's retired for the Tigers. I mean, he skipped going to so many big schools to stay in Memphis and play for the Tigers because he's from Memphis. I mean, the dude got shot in the foot in high school when somebody was taking his Jordans, and still with the University of Memphis because they said, hey, they're going to respect that scholarship. Mm-hmm. And, of course, he still played there. A beast. I'm kind of a fan of Anthony Hardaway. I don't know if you can tell by my speech.
I can tell how excited you are. And actually, a lot of my friends from Memphis are very excited.
I am so excited. Like, it's perfect. It's like a perfectly written story. Perfectly written story. It would have only been better if the Grizzlies were there and he played for the Grizzlies and he got the Grizzlies their first championship. But the Grizzlies are tanking right now. And they weren't around. So it's all good. That's the only way it'd been better. That's hypothetical. Mm-hmm. Anthony, still, like I said, if Chris Rock is free, Lil Penny, coaching, assistant coach.
You're great.
That'd be dope. Point guard coach. Well, you're a point guard coach, so I mean, hey, whatever. You do you, boo boo. You the man.
If you had
your
druthers, you'd have them both.
If I had my choice, I have them all out there.
Let's keep it going.
But hey, let's keep it going. Oh, but yeah, like we were talking about upsets, we got to bring up the historic UMBC upset. If you don't know what school that is, I had to look it up. University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Baltimore County, hon.
Baltimore County, hon.
They talk fucking weird up there.
You got a lot of cows.
Yeah.
That's a terrible Baltimore. I don't know what.
You swallow your L's, but
you're Baltimore?
Yeah, you're Bullmore. So it's like it's like Philly, but it's a little more right here. It's very strange, but you say, hon.
because was it Salisbury? Salisbury.
Yeah, Salisbury.
Yeah, that's the one that got me. Salisbury.
You got for every accent, you have to have a touchstone where you can start from. Like when you say like if you want to talk like Boston, you say khakis.
Khakis.
So you're khakis. So you
khakis.
But it's like khakis. But
khakis.
Yeah, but you're khakis and the
khakis.
Yeah.
I'm losing my own accent right now. But
sometimes I get lost. Sometimes I get lost. See, I don't know what that was. Was Sean Connery Scottish? Had fun.
You did sound kind of Sean Connery-ish.
Oh, James Bond.
Miss Moneypenny. That was the
Moneypenny.
dopest name. But anyway, Miss Moneypenny, if you want to come sometime this our episode, holler at us. Anyway, like I said, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, making history by becoming the first ever 16 seed to beat a 1 seed, which was Virginia, whose shame is now immortalized in history. Wait, can I give them the prices right? Horn. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
hey,
everyone had Virginia going Final Four.
dude, yeah.
I don't think anyone had Virginia winning, but
that was the first huge upset.
that was
that sent brackets.
That was huge.
I mean, they lost to the Retrievers. I mean, probably the most famous Retrievers in basketball history are UMBC
and Air Bud.
and Air Bud. Yes, because I mean, he was the only dog who ever had pumps made
Yeah,
for
that's
his
true.
paws. I mean,
Amen.
Hey, I'm sure his puppies
The
are
pine
playing
is
for-
rough on the paws and the pads and the paws.
Hey, he I'm sure he got like a scholarship, or not a scholarship, endorsement for the pumps.
Oh, he did. He did.
So shout out to him.
From IAMS.
IAMS.
Is it IAMS or IAMS? I don't know.
IAMS.
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 Yo sois in Espanol.
Yo sois. IAMS.
I am.
Su Casa, like Nadam looking Su.
Shout out. There we
Shout
are.
out. He needs to bring one of those here and add another restaurant to the million restaurants here.
My girlfriend's been trying to take me to all these new restaurants. I'm like, I want to go, but when are we going to fucking go?
Yeah, I just want to learn how to cook.
Oh, that's
so that I could cook my own food.
Oh, man.
'Cause-
I can show you a thing or two.
So you're gonna have to, because my microwave,
Yeah, it's getting work.
like I've broken the buttons off it from hitting, making so many
I
home
don't ever
meals.
use a microwave.
That's good.
Make everything from scratch.
See, that's good. Like I can't. I'm not to make breakfast.
Yeah.
I can boil an egg.
Oh.
Like the meanest, soft boiled, hard boiled, medium boiled,
yeah.
raw boiled,
Yeah, that's just a raw egg.
old boiled. I don't even know what that is, but
boiled.
I can figure it out.
Yeah, why not?
But hey, I mean, I could talk about my terrible cooking skills, but hey, let's go ahead and take it coast to coast. We're going West Coast, we're going East Coast, because we've been in Third Coast. So I guess we got to take it coast to coast. Because we got to talk about the NFL, because, I mean, a lot of new players are saying, who is this team I play for? I got to bump this NFL music because it goes so hard. Oh, yeah.
And this week on SportsCenter on the NFL Network.
Actually, I think that might be that guy's voice.
I think it
might
is.
be his voice.
You are that guy now.
I'll take it.
I mean, hey, he makes more than I do.
There's a lot more than all of us.
So, yeah, because I did not know how long that sound
Oh,
was.
it's going to go a long time.
It's 2 hours. But first thing I like to talk about is Teddy Bridgewater getting signed to the Jets, because I like that, because a lot of people thought his career was over. I mean, his knee pretty much exploded and no one even touched him. But I mean, he's back and he plays for the Jets. I mean, they signed him to a 1-year contract, which kind of makes me think who they might be looking at in the draft, because they did this ridiculous trade with the Colts, where they are now have the number 3 overall pick in the draft now.
I feel like they're hedging their entire bet. They're betting their entire franchise on this number 3 pick.
Man, like, because right now,
What are they going to do?
They had Josh McCown, who he's a good quarterback. I mean, he was solid. He's 38, so I mean, you might want to show him the door or something like that. But I mean, the biggest thing is what quarterback would they be one? Because Josh Allen, I mean, he's a beast. He's probably going first off overall to the Browns. I mean, you can't sleep on that. I mean, Giants have the 2nd pick. If I'm the Giants, they could go quarterback, but Saquon Blakely is sitting right there. He's sitting right there, number 2. So if you put him with Eli, that'd be amazing. So, I mean, if Josh, I mean, not Josh Allen, next big guy Rosen. If Rosen is still there,
The Rosen one.
if the Rosen one is still there, I mean, you pick him. I mean, because he's the biggest like win right now guy. I mean, I mean, Darnold's pretty good. He's a great quarterback, but I feel like he's your long-time guy. If you get the Jets go ahead and take Rosen from UCLA. Guys are ready to come in, do work. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, I mean, you got to take him. Because, I mean, if Allen is still there, of course take him. But
I think
we'll see. It all depends on what the Giants do.
Okay.
What the Giants do. Because if they decide to go running back, because they could go Rosen. Eli's kind of getting older. He might be on his way out. But, I mean, you see how big running backs are with Le'Veon Bell, getting the franchise tag put on him. Still making $14 million. So if you still want to hold out because you think you don't have enough money with $14 million, I'll be the new.
I'll take some of that. I'll be like the turtle of your entourage. I'll just start spending it on weed.
Yeah, to start spending it on weed.
Buy some bud.
Hey, and they're telling them they can't smoke it during the season. We'll just do that. We'll spend
I
it
like that. That wink was. I heard that wink in the microphone.
I hope you could hear that wink. I batted it really hard.
It sounded great.
If you could hear a wink noise in the mic. But anyway, you $14 million because you get the franchise tag on it. He's revolutionizing the running back position with that money. So, I mean, it all depends on the Giants. Giants, it's in your court. You pretty much hold the Jets pick in your hands. I mean,
I think it's going to be Josh Allen.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
It's got to be because if they sleep on him, if they take Rosen, it's 3 real good quarterbacks up there, but I think Saquon Blakely is going to be like the thing that ships
I bet Rosen is going to go to the Giants, though. It just makes sense in terms of the narrative.
Yeah, because Eli's on his way out. That's a good, like, him sitting behind.
Having a Jewish guy play for the Giants would be awesome.
That would be so. It's Rosen here.
He's the fucking Rosen.
And he's playing for New York.
Yeah.
I mean.
That's it. And that's why I think it makes
He's going to be on Broadway every week.
Yeah.
It's going to be lovely.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. But Saquon, I like how, when they ask him questions about where he'd like to go, he's like, whichever team will take me. They keep trying to bait him, but he's smart.
Yeah.
He's a what is it? Not a marketing major, but I was gonna say social media major. You can be a social media major, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. Communication. He's a communications major, so he likes to talk.
That was my minor.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would do if I'm a football player. I'm going big. I'm getting communications. I'm talking on TV.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done.
Absolutely.
Because gosh, it just sets itself up. Yeah. But I mean, hey, with the Jets getting this pick, that mean they had to give up a whole trough. Not a trough of cupcakes, but a trough of picks to somebody, and that was the Colts, who did have that pick. I guess they're still set on Andrew Luck coming back and playing football again.
What a weird decision.
Dude, I don't know, because
they love him. They love him.
I mean, and also they still got Jacoby Brissett, who I really like. He's a really good just football, I guess, time manager is one of the things they use now. I mean, you're not going to see him dump the football downfield.
Right.
But, I mean, hey.
He's going to move it, though.
Yeah, but I mean, they came out with a trough of picks. They got the 6th pick in that first round. They got 2 second-round picks, and they also got a 2019 second-round pick. So the Jets definitely got hustled on that. I mean, yeah, you got hustled on something you don't have a definite thing of getting in the draft.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, you get to number 3. So I mean,
there's just a lot. There's a nice array of QBs that they can afford. So it's almost like. They're damned if they do, damned if they don't. And they did position themselves in a really good spot, I think. They have a lot of options. No matter what, their plan B is almost just as good as their plan A.
Yeah, and now you're making me think.
It comes down to culture. So I think Josh Allen is the choice.
And if that quarterback isn't there, Saquon Blakely is still sitting there as being the safest pick in the draft. Mm-hmm. I mean, God, like that's something to build off of.
Yeah.
You can get your quarterback who can just play quarterback.
Yeah.
And you still got Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Like, God, you still got Teddy Bridgewater. If his knee still holds up, he's still a football player, and he was amazing. So
I think that all the teams are doing is now building young teams. That's the only thing that I'm excited for the NFL for the next couple of years. And I mean, I've been open about this on every podcast that I've ever done. Yeah. Is saying that like I have a little personal vendetta against the NFL for the way that they do treat players and the way that they treat fans with the rate of play. They don't particularly talk about things. The owners are a little bit egomaniacal, and it's just not a good look.
It's not.
But I think that right now, building these young teams with these, and especially just now, we're going to get a new crop of quarterbacks who do essentially run the narrative for a team. Like that's, I kind of like for Mariota to be a little more open. If we're going to talk about the Titans, be a little more overly or outspoken and say a little bit more, and have a stance on something. Because I think that's what kind of leads to culture, and that's what speaks volumes about the city that they represent.
Exactly.
So that's the kind of culture that I would like to see, because these two teams, if we're going to attach ourselves to the idea of these teams, they're always changing. Like the team that could win a Super Bowl may be a completely different team. So represent the team while you're there, and let that and be the voice of a city.
Yeah, and that's something I would like too, because it's crazy. We are in the Bible Belt, so speaking out, and speaking your mind here would be nuts. Yeah, just because you see how it was when we when the whole team stayed in the locker rooms when we played the Seahawks. It was just nuts. Like, and like again, I don't want to bring it up but that again got away from like the whole point of everything. Yep. So it's like it's crazy, because I do want him to have that voice, but I want him to have like a united front to actually represent stuff the right way, and that would be good, because he, like you say, he does have a big voice, and everybody looks to Marcus because he's so soft spoken, and but he does starting to lead even more by example, especially in these playoffs and how the season ended. Yeah, I mean. But like you said, these young players are building out this new culture, and hopefully these whole new coaches we got are going to build them up to take the talents that they have and make them even better. Yeah, because that's why Pete Carroll was so good with the Seahawks. I mean, just taking people's talents and expanding them, and that's something that Vrabel said he wants to do, and Matt LaFleur as well. So hopefully we get that here to where we got players getting better, and we build a dope culture, and people speaking out, and people having the mind to speak and using that platform to speak too. Yeah, because that's something we really need more of.
I hear that.
But yeah, like I was saying, sadly, these Colts got all these picks, and in our division, so whatever these picks do, we're gonna have to deal with them. So hey, AFC South. I mean, we're growing. So the AFC South went from being probably the shittiest division to one of the meanest.
So boring. It used to be so boring. Now it's like, now we actually have something to watch.
Yeah, like the
now
Jags,
we got more in-market games that matter.
God, Jags go from 3-13 to playing in the AFC Championship.
Shout out Bortles, dude.
God, so yeah, look out for us next year too, because I feel like we're making waves.
Let's talk about another person making waves.
But also, Tyrann Mathieu, since we're in AFC South, making waves with a 3-year deal with the Texans. Damn, like, come on, Texans, like, slow up, man. Like, you just got Deshaun Watson. Now you got Tyrann Mathieu, too. I don't want to see him twice a year. The Honey Badger's mean. Again, that tiger noise is coming back next week, because Honey Badgers don't make that noise, but you feel like it would. But he's a really good safety. And, a lot of people brought up his name for coming here. And I was like, we don't need him, but I kind of wanted him to.
Be cool to have him so that the enemy doesn't have him.
Yeah, exactly. But Texans, I mean, hey, they keep getting better too. And also, Allen Robinson, since we're still in the AFC South, Allen Robinson left the Jags, headed for Chicago, so we don't have to worry about him. But I think they also lost Allen Hurns today too. So they're pretty much cutting all their wide receivers. I'm not really sure how you cut
blowing up the program, man.
Yeah, you cut your wide receivers, but yet you re-sign Blake Bortles to an extension. But hey, I mean, that's less players we got to worry about dealing with. But hey, they can get poorer, we can get richer. But hey, AFC South, look out for the Titans. We're going to come back hard. I'm ready for next season.
Yeah, we are. We're going to hit a hole-in-one.
Hole-in-one. Speaking of hole-in-ones, I mean, hey, did you know Tiger was back?
I turned on the TV and I saw a beautiful, beautiful Sunday Tiger. I thought that I was watching that was like the Masters 2018 video game, because I hadn't seen Sunday Tiger in a very long
I thought I was playing time. Tiger Woods 2008. Like, holy
back
crap.
In the day.
With the fist pump and like the
slow fist pump. Oh my God. Tiger's back, dude.
Yeah, looked great in his last 2 outings. He was in the Arnold Palmer Invitational and the FedEx Cup last week as well too. Beast finished like in the top 10 or no, top 5, because I mean stats show when he's in the top 2, top 3, he's going to end the top 5. And coming off of back surgery too, like, oh my God, crushing the ball 127 miles per hour. I mean, it's crazy because Tiger is back, and
it's funny that here's the thing about Tiger, about him coming back. And now I got an opinion on it. Yeah, and I heard it on the Sklar brothers kind of say it, but I'm going to kind of. I think we were talking about this earlier. Yeah. It's that, not that I don't want to see Tiger back, because I think it's really good for him, but the fact when Tiger's back, we're worried about the statistics like 127 miles per hour. Yeah. Like after back surgery. I'm like, that is good to know, but it's not something that's pertinent to understanding the game of golf. And so I think like you're having your Jordan Spieth and your McIlroys and all these guys that are really carrying that make golf incredible and amazing. We don't necessarily need Tiger right now, and I think he brings out maybe the worst in people when it comes to the sport.
I mean, he did, especially, him being that African-American player coming out. And, I mean, it does kind of take it back to those days. I mean, if he kind of sits back and is kind of, I don't know, if he won one tournament, that'd be great. But I definitely don't want the Tiger wave of winning every match and having that, I guess, terrorist mentality over PGA again, where he just like wins everything, because you don't want that.
No,
like you definitely want him to have his time, and his time was his time where he was just amazing. But you definitely want his like die down time, like when you knew MJ was over and it was like that
playing for the Wizards.
Yeah, you're playing for the Wizards, and now you own them. So hey, if he wants to, you can't really own a golfer, but. Hey, if anybody could, Tiger probably could. Yeah. But I mean, he had his time, and I think he's trying to gracefully bow out. And
I think he should probably retire soon. But I mean, if he's gonna keep going, he could play the senior tour.
Definitely play the senior. That'd be lit,
dude. If he played the senior tour, he would he could dominate the senior. Dude, imagine him playing the senior tour.
That'd be scary.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
It would be hilarious. I mean, he'd have his girlfriend, what's her name, Lindsey Vonn, the Olympic ski racer. She's kind of hot, so I guess she's an Olympic athlete. She can keep up, get him back, and
she's got it.
Old school Tiger flow of things. Right. Wink, wink. But yeah, hey, whatever he needs to get back into his final form, Super Saiyan status, I guess he's back. He's definitely not in Super Saiyan form.
Right.
We've seen Super Saiyan form Tiger, and this is more Goku with his tail cut off.
Absolutely.
Tiger. So yeah, he's still mean. Can still beat up Vegeta, but cannot beat Rory McIlroy.
Right.
And I guess Rory is final form. That's some more nerdy stuff. I just went off way crazy there, but let's bring it back and let's move it on to basketball. I'm going to hit it with that basketball sound.
Welcome to NBA Tonight.
Yes. Yeah, take it back to 1997 on them.
There it is.
Where, like Marv Albert was going to be on there. Yes. But, shout out to Marv Albert and his helmet hair. He was amazing. Like we were talking earlier, definitely want to talk about the playoffs, NBA, because they're right around the corner.
Yeah.
And like I said, don't really want to get into the NBA until playoff time. But hey, I want to really talk about those dudes at the bottom there. Those guys kind of pulling up the bottom there, because you got the Bucks. They did lose to the Cavs last night, and only about wasn't too bad of a game. 124-117. Of course, LeBron was a beast. But of course, the Bucks are my favorite team out the East right now. They're right at the bottom. I think they're like the 8th seed, and I think they can hold it down because they got a nice little lead over the number 9 spot. Got a 6-game lead over Detroit, so they don't have to worry about that. And when you got a almost 7-foot dude with a last name Antetokounmpo, and he also
I loved him in Black Panther.
He was amazing. T'Challa, shout out.
But what kind of name is that? All right, we're having fun.
That Wakanda name, that's pretty good. he also jumped over Tim Hardaway in our earlier version of Take an L that we early episode. But he also is jumping over people. So I mean, with a dude like that, you definitely want to see him in the playoffs. Right. They're probably going to end up playing the Raptors, which I think would be a good matchup.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, DeRozan. I mean, kind of the name is that. That's terrible. That's a terrible joke. But that's going to be a good matchup. That's going to look real good. Like, because they're a good team. You're going to get to see Drake all throughout that whole run of the playoffs.
Just see him clapping like he thinks he's like you think he's Spike Lee. Just
oh, he is a Spike Lee for Toronto. There you go. There you go. You just hit him nail on the head. Or the Lakers' Jack Nicholson.
Yeah,
who always looks like he's asleep.
Always.
But I mean, he's in there. I see him. He's a legend there. We need one of those in Memphis. That would have been B.B. King, but he's dead.
No,
but
that thriller's gone.
We need someone. We need like Young Dolph, or
no, just 36 Mafia.
Yes, duh. L. I mean, Juicy J could be
Juicy
courtside.
That'd be great.
Juicy J's boning too many young ladies. But anyway, Bucks still. If you're getting into playoffs, watch them these last couple of games, because I feel like they're gonna put on a nice little show and get ready for the next level. But I mean, yeah, I talked about the East, but we also got to talk about the West. And I like the West because there's a ton of teams that are fighting for those last 2 bottom spots. You got like I think it's like a 3 games that separate everybody. You got like the Nuggets and the Clippers, who are like right behind the Timberwolves, who are like right in that last spot. And I think that 3 games really separate all of them. So I think these next 2 weeks are really going to show who's going to be in that last spot. Really jump in there because, like we were saying, you got Harden and the Rockets at the top. You got the banged up Warriors, number 2 probably. So whoever is at the bottom is going to be amazing. It's going to be a dope.
It's going to be a great
playoffs. I really like the Nuggets because you got a lot of young dudes on that team who play like the Spurs. Really good team. Jokic is amazing. He's 7 feet and he plays like Shaq, old school Shaq. Not beasting people like Shaq. I mean, Shaq is Shaq, but Jokic is the Caucasian Shaq. We'll say that. Caucasian Shaq, if you can call him a Caucasian Shaq.
Shaq's pretty Caucasian.
Shaq to the fool. Hey, Shaq to the fool.
That's a good Shaq. We could do it back and forth. Here, that's a terrible call.
Here's a terrible call.
Man, Shaq, why you got a peanut head, man?
Peanut head. I like peanuts, Mr. Peanut.
That's a good Shaq.
You check in with us because we're going Shaq and Charles Barkley every week now.
Oh, we will. Oh, yeah.
We're going to start breaking that down for coast to coast.
It is the most fun.
It is. Charles Barkley was on SNL, too. If you didn't check that out.
It was a terrible episode, and I am sorry.
It actually was a terribly good episode.
I really did like it. I did like it.
I really did like it.
I did a lot. I'm going to do more than just shut up and dribble. I'm going to spend all my money on making sure Laura Ingraham never has a television show ever again. Your ratings are terrible.
Your ratings so terrible.
Terrible ratings.
God, Laura Ingraham, so terrible. God, you're so terrible. Yeah. We're going to keep roasting you, too.
Yeah.
You can't say stuff like that and not get roasted because you make it so easy.
That bitch.
Biatch. But yeah, we're going to keep pushing on because something else dope happened. We talked about a couple episodes ago, Trae Young, since we were talking about March Madness, he is declaring for the NBA draft this year.
I declare my candidacy for the NBA, the National Basketball Association. It'd be funny if that's how you
declare myself for the racial draft.
I do declare myself.
I mean, hey, he is a interracial athlete, so it's a split down the middle. His dad was a mean old school player too.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So yeah, we could definitely get into his dad a little bit later too, because his dad was mean. I like watching his dad because he was a hothead.
Yeah.
And he was tiny like his son is. But his son is not that tiny. Because we see basketball players, you're thinking, oh, he's shorter than everybody else. This dude is not that tall. Trae Young is 6'2".
6'2" is pretty tall.
He's my height. I thought I was taller than him, and we're the same height. But yeah.
You know, for real, though, there was a long time where I thought that, I swear to God, I thought Kevin Durant was short. Because he has a little man's face. I swear to God, I thought he was short. And then I was like,
have a little man's face.
He has but then I'm like, oh shit, no, he's giant. He's like 6'8"?
Giant dude. I feel like he's 6'10" too.
Yeah, I think he
That's
is.
why I want Michael Porter, because he's a
big
Kevin
boy.
Durant.
He's a big boy.
He's a big dude.
Durantula is the greatest nickname in sports.
Durantula.
Other than the round mound of the rebound.
Yeah, I like that.
Shout out. That was a pretty good nickname.
That's a really good nickname.
I don't know why. That kind of sounded like Larry Bird there. I don't know why.
It did. But I mean, he's so country. He went to Auburn, so any kind of country accent will do.
True.
The more southern, the more better. But I mean, Trae Young, 27 and 8. Like, you average 27 points, 8 assists. Ridiculous. I mean, the dude's got handles. He's got a shot. He was like shooting some shots from too far out. I mean, trying to shoot from half court. But I mean, he's been compared to Steph Curry. So, but if I heard people compare me to Steph Curry, I would be doing the same thing. Yeah. But I mean, hey, I think it's a good idea for him. Go ahead and do it, man. You're young. I mean, people compare you to Steph Curry. Steph Curry stayed in way longer. He stayed in 3 years, 3 years, and then went to the draft. But hey, go ahead and do it. This is new. Get that money, man.
Yeah.
Take
Why
care
you
of
got
family.
it before you get injured, before your knees go bad, you know?
Because they won't give it to you later.
No,
like,
they
yeah,
won't.
we wanted to give you this $1 million. We'll go ahead and give it to you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen.
Take it while you're healthy.
Get it while you can, dog.
And go to college when you're done.
Get it while you can. Oh, yeah, let's talk about March Madness. Went to the March Madness
you did.
This weekend. Saw Xavier versus Florida State. Great game. Shout out to Kaiser Gates for those tickets. You are the man. Did not know he was 6'8". Shout out to Apple with that great ringtone sound there. But Kaiser Gates, 6'8". It's a beast. He had a good game. It's pretty modest because they were playing a lot of team ball. But when it came down to it, though, I mean, they just rushed the ball. I mean, they led the entire game. up 10 points, led the entire game, but last 2 minutes, Florida State. Shout out to Florida State because they stayed in it, never gave up.
Right.
Amazing 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
Like, live by the 3, die by the 3, but they definitely lived that night, and Xavier died, so it was sad.
Shit.
And that was another upset.
Another upset. Man, this is, I think, we say it every year. Always, this is the year of the upsets. No, this is the year of the upsets.
This is the year of the upsets. Holy shit. It was freaking amazing, but it was a great game. I had a lot of fun.
Speaking of fun, you ready to get to our final segment?
Yeah. Like I said, we're going to touch on that new segment today. We're going to try to educate you. Going to try to bring some stuff to your life. If you did know about it, hopefully you'll become a fan. And definitely we're going to call it It's Elementary. I'm going to drop that John on you.
How do you know about them? Elementary, my dear Watson.
Elementary.
It's Elementary. That was Sherlock Holmes. If you don't know Watson, Sherlock Holmes, because
we get it.
That's his catchphrase. But anyway, like we talked here a couple times here on the show, we got the LFL in town here now, and I'm really amped up because here in April, that's when the season starts. We got it jumping off at
Where
the
are they playing?
Municipal.
That's what I thought.
The Nashville Municipal.
I thought that, and I actually, my girlfriend asked me that today. She goes, "Where are they going to play?" And I'm like, "Oh no, they're definitely playing at Municipal." But I'm like, "Wait, am I wrong?" No, they are.
They definitely are. Yeah, I'm excited because they got season tickets.
You got season tickets?
They have them. I'm really thinking about them. It's like they're like Vandy prices, like $100 for the season type deal.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. If you're trying to invest, go ahead and get those because they're going to be dope. I'm excited for the season. But
I don't know if it'll pop off.
I think it will. I mean, it's Nashville. We're like a get out and do
Nashville
something.
Venom, the arena football team, and that, I mean.
Yeah, but that's arena football, and these are really hot ladies.
That's true.
Running high speeds at each other.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's what one reason.
Go to games. It's right around the corner.
I mean, yeah, because you go. It's fun. Like I did a couple games I've seen. They come out and they do a whole dance presentation as they come out the tunnel.
See, that's the thing. Is that sexist? Is it?
And that's why we brought it up.
Do they have to dance too?
Why do they have to dance? Yeah.
Why? Like, can they just play? Like, I get it, and it's definitely. Is it a money grab? I mean, do they get paid well?
Honestly, I don't think they do.
No, it's like a minor league baseball player. Like someone that plays for the Suns is probably driving Uber too.
Yo, my mom said this is like a league of their own.
Oh yeah.
Like she's like, it's a league of their own all over again. You see Gina Davis out there? I was like, if I do, Mom, I'll get an autograph for her because she loves Gina Davis. Yeah. Madonna, not so much. She loves Rosie O'Donnell, but and also Tom Hanks. But anyway, it's what it feels like. It feels like we're taking these ladies, putting them in a for real athletic sport where they're playing their asses off, great asses, but playing their asses off.
Yeah,
and like you see,
and then they have to also learn choreography. So when they're done learning the playbook, they have to learn their choreography. What can't these women do?
And there you go. And I feel like
I just that was so sarcastic. I'm like. The fact
we
that
can
they
do
have to
it.
dance, like it seems like it's XFL-y, you know?
Exactly, which is gimmick. Coming back, and we definitely will touch into that too.
That's gonna be an interesting.
I'm kind of excited for that as well. But like they got them dancing when they're coming out, and they wear outfits that don't, I don't know, represent women as well as they could, And
I'm not trying to be cuck either. Like I'm not trying to be like a cuck, be like, oh, women are no. I'm saying like this, but like it's like if we're trying to have these conversations about like taking women seriously, then it has to be like I don't know what the backlash is. I don't know enough about the situation, but I look at it and be like, man, do they have to dance? Because like I would like to see them like the women's U.S. hockey team winning gold medal. Like those are athletes winning the women's World Cup. Yeah. Winning the World Cup. Those are athletes. Those are well-trained athletes.
Exactly.
But they didn't have to dance.
Exactly.
So that's the thing is like, can we just play football? Can we get a right to play? Can we get the remedy to the NFL?
Exactly.
I've never thought, you know what the NFL needs? More women dancing.
We got those. Those are cheerleaders. And now when we come here.
Now the cheerleaders are playing the game. It's like
should we have cheerleaders for the LFL?
I don't necessarily think that big swing works. Like
I don't think they want
like
that.
Having a guy's Hooters. There is a Hooters for men. It's called Peckers. I mean, there is one here in Nashville. I know that because I have some gay roommates and I know friends that work there. And it is not the same kind of thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's basically a gay bar. So it's like, I don't think that you need to have male cheerleaders and like swing and like have switch roles and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that you just need to have women that can go out there, perform and do well and have the same kind of coverage, the same kind of, and maybe the rate of play is different. Like the LPGA is definitely not as interesting to watch as the regular PGA, only because they're not shooting long balls or they're not hitting long balls.
They're not crushing the ball down that fairway.
I call it my swing is an LPGA swing. I just swing light. Otherwise, I fucking shank that man.
Exactly.
So I want to see women performing like this. But yeah, so I'm sorry to get on my
No, that's exactly the reason I brought it up. It's just because, they have to go through this whole weird period of it being like, I feel like super sexist where, their shoulder pads don't protect them as well as they could. But, just because, it's all about the show for getting those people in the seats. But I feel like, hey, if it's got to start somewhere and it starts here, that's cool. Because if they get to that one point to where the women, you get to get on the field, you got a well-respected, thing on the field because they're out there playing football. Well, you see this one woman come around the corner, pop this other lady, drop her, and she like knocks a tooth out of her mouth, and she like stands over. She's like, what? Bring it, bitch! And you're like, oh my God, I'm frightened of this lady. Yeah. But yet she is a mean defensive end.
Well, that's the thing is I don't know why they would want to even. I just feel like women are the fairer sex. Like they don't need to show up and show out. Like there's nothing less attractive to me than a woman that is super aggressive athletically. Like I think when they compete athletically and they're very good, but they also have poise and composure. It's not that I expect that out of them, but also it's like there's a disingenuous vein of I think packages here, but there's like a disingenuous vein of I don't know. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, but when you really see like what I really appreciate is our owner and also our historic first female coach in LFL, Danica Brace. She's super on social media because she played for the Seattle Mist, played for the Las Vegas, I guess Rage. She is amazing because you see the time she puts in, like the football training. Yeah. Also married to Titan Austin Johnson.
That's awesome.
Which is pretty dope. So she's plugged into football here. Like, when your husband is a defensive lineman for the Titans and you pretty much are the owner / head coach. I mean, she's a Jackie Moon. Yeah. If she played,
that's great.
100% Jackie Moon with us. But I mean, she's a beast. And I'm watching her over the past like off season and stuff like that. Just following on social media, you see the work she puts in. Yeah. And it's crazy, just the hours, the training, and the only other person I follow on social media that trains that much, Derrick Henry. Yeah. Like constantly in the weight room, constantly running, constantly doing something. Yeah. And that she made me really appreciate the woman's side of football just because she is a beast. She's a beast, puts in work, and now she brought a team here and she is a coach of it. So I wonder if they'll be more aggressive because they have a female coach and a female side of it. And
that'd be cool. And hopefully they get coverage. They get the correct kind of coverage.
Exactly. That's what I want. And hopefully, hey, if any LFL players want to come on here, get a quick interview.
That would be awesome.
Love that because, awesome. I'm all for that. I'm all for women's football here. Let's get it going. It still looks hot, though. I mean, the man side of me still knows these are hot ladies that are in shape and look great playing football. But the athlete man, real sports guy in me knows this is football and loves that too.
It's gonna be awesome.
You put a great product, and I really appreciate it. But
yeah,
definitely highlight us. But hey, that's our show. That's it. We killed it. Hey, definitely follow us. Do me a favor, follow us. If you don't follow us, follow us. Go on YouTube, go on Facebook, smash that like. I mean, like I said, hit us up on the gram, hit us up on Twitter. Farmers Only, Black Planet, still looking for somebody. Hey, hit us up. So, hey, till next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Peace. Peace.
To the law.